is softball coach Adrian Pilkington. Coach, how you doing tonight?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Good to see you. We just talked with Coach.
As well.
Coach Goodale. It was kind of an interesting spring. Obviously, you got into your season, and then unfortunately, it was cut short. It was a disappointment for everybody. How do you felt your team handled it and moving forward after that point to try to get ready for this year?
You know, it's kind of a weird day for us. I think today we're kind of hearing, rumblings of, I guess, what COVID really was and what it meant to sports in general. But I don't think they really felt like it was going to hit them at that rate and at that point in time. But I think they did a really good job of taking it in stride and persevering and, watching them compete in that last game after getting the news their season was going to be canceled. It was just really neat to see the camaraderie and the way that they came together and had such a great chemistry and just played for each other.
How did you guys go about it here for the off season and the workouts involved for everybody to kind of stay in the shape and everything you wanted them to be coming in when they got back to school?
I think it was important for our kids to take just a little bit of time off, following season, just to kind of gather their thoughts. And, we talk about that mental health aspect of things and making sure that they're, taking care of the things that they need to take care of first and foremost. But once that kind of wore off and everybody was able to kind of just accept things and, understand what we needed to do moving forward, I know they kind of really got to the grind. I know they pushed each other over the summer. They did a lot of workouts and, used swing trackers and pitch trackers and different technology to really help them kind of harness their trade. And, I know that they kind of stayed on each other to really, push to get better.
Heard from a lot of the coaches talk about the mental side of it, and obviously the physical side is important, but it's tough when you have a season cut short and the uncertainty moving forward, what's going to happen, and that can take a toll. The fact they get back to campus now and get to be with their teammates has to be big. Yeah,
I think they're very eager to get going. I think that they're really excited to just be, one out of their parents' basements, I'm sure, but also back in action and around their teammates. We worked so hard on culture within our program and the chemistry, amongst the kids. And I think that they just were really, ready to get back here, get back to Hayes and the community in some form of normal to them. So they're definitely excited. I know they've been around each other, whether that's good, bad, or indifferent, but I know they were excited to interact for sure.
Let's talk about your team a little bit. Obviously, you were liking where you were headed last season before it gets cut short. I know you signed a few people, and a few won't be coming back for various reasons. But your thoughts on your team that you're getting together and bonding and getting ready for this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, what a bummer to kind of lose our season the way that we did. I think we were doing some really good things and making some really good progress. But at the same time, we're really excited going into this next season just because we did return a lot of key pieces, and we're a little bit heavy on the upperclassmen side of things right now. So I think we're going to have some really strong leadership and some really, really good things, on the field. I think the kids are motivated. I think that, they saw the progress that they made last year in the direction they were going. So I think that they're just really excited to get going again so they can kind of see where it takes them this year.
Well, and with a veteran team, as you alluded to, I mean, obviously it'd be nice to get off to a quick start, but that bodes well. They've gone through some battles. They've been through some adversity as younger players, and now hopefully prepared to deal with some of those as the season goes along. But that's always exciting, I'm sure, for a coach when you have a team that's battled through all of that, and now you kind of hopefully can reap the rewards as they become upperclassmen.
Yeah, I think that, like, obviously we could focus on the negatives of all of this, but I think that there are a lot of positive things to come. And just like, Curtis said, he sees positive things on the horizon, getting through this. So, we kind of have the same aspect and the same perspective. We want to see our kids go out there and compete, and just, they have persevered through a lot, and they've, really taken it in stride and understood that, there's more to come through on the other side of this. So, I'm excited to see them kind of harness that and put it to good use.
What about some of the newcomers? What can you share about some of those players?
Yeah, we do have. We have two freshmen that are coming in that I think will be solid little players for us, and then we also have a couple junior college transfers that are gonna, add some potency to our lineup. So we're excited to see those kids get out there and compete. I'm excited to see them mix and mingle and get out there and rep side by side with the kids that we had and even the starters that we had last year. I think they're going to challenge each other and they're going to ultimately make our team better.
How's recruiting been in a unique time? And obviously this affects everybody, but the normal way you would have gone about it this year, a little bit different.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster trying to navigate through that. Fortunately, we had 4 of 7 seniors return, so that alleviated a lot of stress for us in the recruiting realm. But we've actually been able to sign some 21s or commit some 21s through this once they open things up for us to have visits and do some of that. So I'm excited about the kids that we have committed in that class, and I think they're going to be pretty impactful for us from go.
A couple of things before we let you go. The co-coach for FourDay State softball, maybe share a little bit about what that all entails.
Yeah, I think it'll be exciting. I think the main thing for that is, you hear the girls and you hear all the chants and the different little things from the dugout and the nuances that they have. But it's kind of an energy that, getting to experience it from the dugout is a whole different experience and gives you a different perspective of the kids and, the energy that they bring to the field. And I know that sometimes that seems like a silly thing to spectators, but it's something that they really embrace and they enjoy. So I think it'll be a cool experience for whoever gets that. But we definitely want to give them an opportunity to mix and mingle with the team and kind of get to know them on a more intimate level. So I think it'll be a cool experience. We'll definitely do our part to make that special for whoever gets it.
And your senior pitcher, Michael Ann Nelson, if anybody has strolled through the auction items, very talented. She has put together quite a few items that are being bid on. It's been pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I think her and Mom put a lot of time in on those, and they kind of did some stuff for the girls throughout the season last year that were similar to that. So they put together some neat little crafts, and I know they spent a lot of time on it, and it was a way that they could help support the Tiger community, and they were glad to do it. So. Well,
Coach, we appreciate your time and looking forward to seeing your team. Hopefully can play their regular season this spring. But we appreciate you joining us here tonight via Zoom.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Gerard.
There you go. That's Adrian Pilkington, FourDay State softball coach.